Hi, I'm Darren, and if you're after some presentation skills training, you're in the right place. There's 4 types of speakers we see in the workforce today. The first is the murderer. The murderer stands up and delivers death by PowerPoint. You know the sort that I'm talking about. For a 20-minute presentation, they've got 30, 40, 50 slides. The murderer's presentation is dull and boring. It doesn't engage the audience, and the people in the audience have been known to sleep through them. The productivity that comes out of a murderer's presentation is 0. The second type of speaker is the reader. The reader's a little better than the murderer in that they've got their script written out in front of them. But what they do is they tend to stand over to the side and read their script from there. That's because they don't have the self-permission. They haven't given themselves the authority to stand up in the middle and deliver their message as the leader of their position that they need to be. The productivity that comes out of the reader's presentation is a little better than the murderer, but still it's very low. The third type of speaker that you might see in your organisation is the engager. Now this is the minimum level you need your staff to be at. The engager generally doesn't use PowerPoint. They may just have a dot point or two, but they come out and talk to those dot points. This is a lot better than the first two because it does engage the audience, but it doesn't really motivate them and get them emotionally involved in the presentation. It's more a left brain style of facts, data, figure, as opposed to an emotional engagement. They're good because they get their information across. Where they fall down though is getting the buy-in. The person who gets the most buy-in is the fourth style of speaker, the leader. The leader is the person, when they speak, they own their message, they own their position, and when they speak, the audience hears and the audience buys in. If they're in sales, they sell more. If they're in management, team leader, supervisor, general manager, when they sell their message, the audience listen and get on board. It's this level that you want your staff to be at. At Executive Speaking, I specialise in taking your staff from wherever they are and lifting their skills so they can speak as the leaders they are. Now when I say leaders, I'm not just talking about being the boss, the CEO right up the top. It's about positional leadership, owning the message that you're delivering to your audience. When the audience hears that the person speaking to them owns it, has authority in what they're delivering, they're going to believe them, they're going to buy in. The leader has the emotional stories. They can tell corporate stories, bring facts and figures to life in such a way so the audience goes, yep, I want to be part of that. If this sounds like something that you're after, how do we get the ball rolling? Well, the first thing you do is, over on the right here, pop your name, contact details, phone number, email, company you work for, and maybe a line or two about what it is you're after into the online inquiry form. I'll then give you a call and we can start a conversation about what it is that you're after. Are you after group training? Do you want the individual attention of one-on-one coaching, or do you want a combination of the two? When we've got the conversation worked out what it is that you're after, we'll work out the best way to deliver that program for you. How many people goes into the training, we can work that out, we can structure it around your message, we can structure it around specific objectives that you're after. The processes that I teach are all self-developed and they work across every industry. I've worked in finance, I've worked in mining and everywhere in between. These processes work because they are about the way people communicate and get their message across. So go ahead, pop your contact details into the online inquiry form. I'll give you a call, we'll start the conversation and lift the standard of the presentations in your organisation. Speak to you soon.
Hi Darren, it's David Bankovich with Civil Logistics, just following up from the course from 3 weeks ago. Loved it, really found it helpful, and certainly a little surprise to me was that it's also come to use on teleconference calls. So I've used a lot of the learnings as well in regards to the way of using stories and the way to structure the meeting to actually get the engagement of the people, and that's worked really well. So yeah, I'm very positive about that and how you can potentially take it to the next level, and want to work that with you, Darren. So yeah, just thought I'd give you that feedback and also have a quick discussion on taking it to the next level. Cheers.